Paul Sentence Daley.
Okay, gentlemen, 3 5-minute rounds. Do you both understand the rules? Do you have any questions about those rules? Okay, obey my commands, protect yourself at all times. Touch him up, back you go. Best of luck to both of you.
So here we go, our big main event of the evening at welterweight. Paul Daley versus Jordan Radev. And really, Steve, it's all about what Daley you get, isn't it? He is an incredible character, but that can also work against him.
Yeah, a very charismatic guy, Paul Daley. I mean, I've been a big fan of his, and, you know, as I am all fighters, to be honest. And but theoretically, this is a problematic matchup for him. But he showed a lot of improvement in his last fight against Tyron Woodley, where he defended a lot of takedowns, even though he got taken down eventually and lost the decision.
And when we look at another decision, a fight that everyone was talking about, Nick Diaz.
Yeah, that Nick Diaz fight. Well, there's a different style of fight because Nick Diaz chose, being a jiu-jitsu man, to stand up and bang with Paul Daley. And Paul almost knocked Nick out 2 times in that fight, but he ended up succumbing before the end of the first round.
And in many ways, this could be a similar scenario to the Diaz fight, couldn't it? Because Radev there just gave a hint that maybe he's going to stand and trade.
Well, honestly, I'm going to have to disagree with you on that one because I don't see any way that this could be similar to the Nick Diaz fight because Jordan Radev is a completely different animal. But you're the man.
I've just got a lesson there from the fight professor.
No, you didn't get anything. It's just, oh, here we go. Radev coming in, trying to get clinched. Got a collar tie up top. Daley got to be very careful with his knees. Coming straight up the middle. This could be a problem.
We have another big knee attempt from Daley there.
Daley with a really strong plumb. Hasn't landed one of those knees yet, but if he does, it's going to be a big problem for the Bulgarian.
And a bit clumsy there, Steve, but it still ends up with Daley in ascendancy.
I love it when fights get wild and sloppy like this. It makes it more interesting. It kind of a throwback to the early UFCs where guys really didn't know what they're doing. Of course, these two gentlemen actually do know what they're doing. Don't try this at home, folks, especially in the living room. Paul Daley gets a takedown? I don't believe it. Come on. Am I dreaming here?
Well, again, you called it again. I mean, Jordan Radev, he's stuck to a game plan. It's not working for him yet. But as you rightly predicted, he isn't prepared to stand and trade the whole fight with Daley. That's become very apparent.
Yeah, Daley good with a wide stance. Been able to stop and defend all the takedowns so far by Radev.
Also, there's always the added pressure on Daley because everybody expects those fireworks, don't they? From whatever the opponent, they expect Daley to give us the sort of fight we expect from him. That is a lot of pressure on him, isn't it?
Yeah, there really is, but he's handling it extremely well. He looks very relaxed. Oh, what a body kick!
Oh, and as you said, those knees, Radev. Oh, that one landed, and you saw immediately the response, and the bombs start flying, Stephen.
You don't want to be in this position against Paul Daley. When you eat a knee, then start eating those left hands. Radev trying to slug his way out, but he needs a clinch, and he needs it fast.
He's cut as well, Stephen, from that knee. From that left knee, there's a cut there, and he's eating them too much. Another huge one.
He keeps dropping his head down to his right, and Paul's left knee caught him 3 times at least.
Now the left elbow as well. Dangerous times for Jordan Radev.
Paul pulling his head to that same direction. Those knees could knock him out. If he lands a flush knee, it's going to be over.
Well, Radev has already eaten more than most would take. And those short elbows as well. Suddenly this fight explodes life, and suddenly the right knee as well. Stephen, you've got to admire the durability of Radev there.
Oh yeah, Radev is really hung tough in this because he only kind of folded over a little bit on that first knee.
But you can see Daley setting him up, making the room for those elbows and knees, and now Radev fires back stubbornly.
Radev has got a whole lot of heart here.
I've got nothing but admiration for the way Radev sort of rode that out and is now trying to mount his own offense.
Yeah, Radev hanging tough, throwing the right uppercut. Flying knee by Daley.
This is what the crowd love about this man. This is what he gives them. And again, overall, although Radev has had his moments, as we count down to the end of this round, those knees have surely won it quite cleanly.
Radev going for the headlock / guillotine. Daley cracking away.
So Radev breathing deeply, but unbelievably, he is still there. He's marked up, but he's still throwing leather.
Coming forward, Jordan Radev. And that's the end of round number 1. Oh, and down he goes. And stick around, folks, for round number 2.
So we're back with round 2, and Stephen, what an explosive end to the first round. And I've got to be honest, I'm amazed that Radev is still there. He's eaten so many of those knees.
All I've got to say is he's got a really hard hit. I believe that was a 10-9 round. Daley kept dropping bombs, but Radev really didn't show that much sign of wear other than the facial cut.
But it certainly set the crowd up now. You can hear them waiting for more explosive action from Daley. But as you said, Radev is still there. He's still dangerous. And at times he pushes forward.
He does, but the longer he plays this game standing with Paul Daley, the more he's going to be in danger.
Well, that was going to be my next question to you. Surely when the corner worked on him at the end of this first round, they've got to be saying to him, there's got to come a time when you've got to at least attempt to take this man down.
Well, yeah, but Daley has really been working on his takedown defense, as I said earlier. And Radev is trying to pick his shot, trying to throw an overhand left in this case. He's got actually a really good left hand, and he can knock a person out with that. But Daley has got so many tools. And those kicks, even when they land on your arm, they hurt your arm. Eventually, you're going to have to start dropping your arm. Then the head will be available for the head kick.
Radev finally comes in to make his move. He goes for that single leg, but a good sprawl again by Daley. So this is one of the areas you picked up on, Stephen.
Yeah, what it was is Radev was trying to run the pipe. Daley was saying nothing doing, sprawled out. Daley trying to get the plum clinch again, but Radev getting Daley finally pinned up against the fence. Daley having a height advantage here. That means that plum clinch, that Muay Thai clinch that he's got right now will be a factor, and this is going to be a disaster for Radev if he can't get out of this. If Radev can't get Daley down, he's going to get stopped.
That's right, he went because he pulls the head towards the near short little uppercut, but again the Bulgarian walking through so much. He's had 2 poor attempts at takedowns, but his durability is phenomenal.
But he's starting to slow, we can see it. Oh, he caught Daley with a pretty decent left hand.
Oh, but he took a combination in reply, Stephen, and that flying knee again.
I love the stair climb double flying knee, and Daley landed that left. Wasn't a great deal of power, but it still landed. Daley landing with regularity, and that elbow found his mark.
And now the bombs with the hands as well. It's surprising, but again a little uppercut from Radev to remind him he's still there. But how much longer can he take this, Steve? You said he's beginning just to show the signs of the fatigue now.
I actually don't know, because Daley has landed so flush so many times, but Radev came back with that punch. But Radev is still losing the fight.
Sometimes though, and we've seen it many times in the past, when unbelievably a man is still there, Do you believe in that theory where they say sometimes you reach a pain threshold where it just can't hurt as much anymore?
I think there's that possibility, because when you get numbed up, it's true. And they're so filled with adrenaline here. And Radev is a very prideful fighter. Paul Daley's starting to look a little bit slow on his skip as well.
Well, let's look at Daley. He's hit him with absolutely everything he's got. He's hit him flush, he's hit him clean, he's done it consistently. The man's still there. How does that play on your mind?
Well, when you're 5 or 6 pounds over, let's see if he doesn't run out of gas, punching himself up with those elbows. Those could cut Radev. That left knee landed, and Radev just looked at him like, so?
Unbelievable. They're giving the crowd what you want. And yet the Bulgarian, you think he's got to go, and Radev just comes firing back like that.
Radev digging to the body with a left-right. That was a smart move, actually. But he's got to be able to hurt Daley, because he hasn't been able to take him down.
No, it's been fought, as you said, upright all the time, which has been really exciting for this huge crowd here in Birmingham. But Daley looking over his corner was almost saying, what do I do next? Because here comes Radev again.
This is absolutely insane. Radev turns the tables, has Paul Daley with his back to the fence on a defensive mode.
We're in the last minute of the round, and Radev comes back, and Daley comes flying back. Now this is living up to the hype, this fight. They're trading like old-fashioned sluggers here, Steve.
Radev came in a wrestler, is going to walk out a slugger.
And it begs the question again, if it goes to the end of the round two, what does the corner say to Paul Daley? He's not doing anything wrong.
I think he should go for low kicks, because he's going to make his hands on his knees sore trying to hit this guy in the face. I mean, this guy has got, this reminds me of Raging Bull, where Jake LaMotta says, hey, Ray, you never got me down.
Well, what I'm thinking of, you know, when you have a washing machine and you open it up and there's a big block of concrete in the top. I think the same with Radev there. You know, if you take the top of his head off there, there's got to be something, because this man has just eaten it all and come back.
Oh, what a round that was. Radev rallied a couple times, but Daley definitely won that round too.